Hi, Kristy.
Hi.
I'm Ali. I'm an occupational therapist. It's really nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So today in our session, we're going to do the COPM, or the Canadian Occupational Performance Measure.
Okay.
And this is just a measure that kind of talks about things in your day that may be more difficult for you, or things that maybe are a strong suit for you. But I'm going to walk you through your day and kind of pick those things out so we can make a plan at the end to maybe improve those things for you. Does it sound good?
Sure.
So I'm going to be writing things down, and it's not secret. You can see whatever I'm writing. We're doing this together.
Okay.
It's very collaborative, and so if you ever want to see what I'm writing, just ask me and I'll show you. Okay, so I want you to tell me a little bit about your day. Like, you can choose one of your more challenging days, like very heavy with a lot of things, or whatever day you want, start to finish.
Okay. So typically I wake up pretty early because I like to have time in the morning to decompress and stuff.
Okay.
So I wake up pretty early. I get ready for school, and then I always have a morning class.
Mm-hmm.
And then so I'll go to class. I'm usually there until either lunchtime or beyond that, and then depending on what day it is, I have work after school.
Okay.
So then with work, sometimes I have to drive half an hour to get to work, depending on what client I have for that day. So it involves me to be super prepared throughout my day to make sure I have food for however long I'm going to be gone, and make sure I have homework to bring with me to work. So then I'll go to work. I'm usually at work for 3 or 4 hours, and then I get home probably around, it depends on the day, but usually around 6
Okay.
or so, 6 or 7. And then I go home and I'll make dinner, kind of hang out with my roommates. I have 3 other roommates, so they always like to hang out at nighttime, so I usually try and get all my homework done before then. So I'll hang out with my roommates, watch TV, shower, and then I like to go to bed early. I'm usually in bed by 9:30, 10.
Okay. So with your work, I want to touch back on that.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like that can be pretty overwhelming at times,
Mm-hmm.
based on what you've told me. Is that correct?
Yeah, it can be. So I'm a caregiver, and so every week I get a new schedule, and the days could be totally different. I have different clients every time I go into their home, so it's very overwhelming sometimes to go to school, and then right after I'm going to some random person's house.
Yeah.
So I kind of, and there's a lot of paperwork that's involved with what I do, and so I feel like I'm not as organized as I like to be. I have a client sheet that has everything I need to know about them, which is a stack of papers. I have papers I need for work, papers that I have to fill out while I'm there. So I feel like I need to be a little bit more organized with work, and that might help a little bit more with that.
Okay, so I'm just going to write here that you want to work on your organization for
Mm-hmm.
work, the paperwork, and maybe balancing between schoolwork and work.
I also want to work a little bit more because I am
Okay.
only working 12 hours a week, so I'd like to work a little bit more than that if I can, just because I'm poor. So
How many hours would you like to add to that if you're already working about 12 on top of grad school?
I feel like I'd like to be around 20 hours a week.
Okay. All right. So touching a little bit on your morning routine, kind of self-care, whether that's taking a shower, putting on your makeup, doing your hair, do you find any challenges while you're doing those things?
No, I love doing that kind of stuff. That's why I give myself extra time in the morning, because I like to take my time.
Cool. What about getting to work or school? You said you have to travel a lot. Is that ever a challenge for you, or just
it's
a little
kind of
bit
nice
longer?
actually having some alone time.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay. And then community management. So that just kind of means maybe for example, you wanted to join a community or maybe volunteer more.
Mm-hmm.
Is that maybe a challenge for you,
Yeah.
or something you wanted to improve on?
Yeah, definitely. I have connections with Preble Street and stuff from school, and I'd like to go back, but I just haven't fit it in my schedule right.
Okay. So
I
some
definitely want to work.
You want to volunteer more?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay. So you live in an apartment, right,
Mhm.
with 3 other people.
Mm-hmm.
which may be overwhelming, or do you enjoy that?
No, I like it. Yeah,
Good.
it definitely. I hate being alone, so.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
Yeah.
So with the 3 other people and yourself,
Mm-hmm.
do you find it challenging, or is it easy for you to kind of take care of the house, like
Yeah, it's
groceries?
easy. We all kind of like pitch in. Usually once a week or once every other week, we have like just a cleaning day, and we just like
Cool.
go hard on the apartment.
And then with school, so I
Mm-hmm.
know it's a bit chaotic with your schedule with school and work. Do you ever have difficulty finishing your homework, or do you think that's probably?
I don't
a
think
strong
so.
Okay, cool.
I like to prioritize school.
Cool. So organization for school is pretty good for you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So on top of that, leisure is really an important aspect of your daily routine or just your weekly routine.
Mm-hmm.
How would you say that you kind of put leisure into your routine?
Well, I try to work out here and there, but I definitely feel like I need to work out more. And for
Okay.
me, that's like leisure. I enjoy doing it. But then I also feel like I need to balance hanging out with my friends more. So I feel like overall, like my big issue is that I have all these things that I want to do, and just trying to like organize them in the best way possible, so I'm like able to do the things that I need to do and want to do. That's like probably my biggest issue.
Okay. All right. So you want to work out more because
Mhm.
you enjoy doing that. So maybe find time for those. And then I'm also going to read here you kind of want to balance or organize between work, school, and maybe friends, like
Mhm.
social participation. All right. Cool. So over this whole assessment, I've kind of gathered that you wanted to volunteer more, you
Mhm.
want to work more hours if it's possible, so maybe some time management, or organize a little bit better for work because you have so many papers with
Mhm.
your clients. And then when it comes to leisure, you want to work out more and then balance the time with your school, work, and friends.
Mhm.
Okay, so what we're going to do next is we're going to actually rate the importance of these things on a scale from 1 to 10. So you see here, I have 1 over here, which is not important at all,
Mhm.
and then 10 being extremely important to you.
Okay.
So we'll start with kind of self-care. You want to volunteer more.
Mhm.
So on this scale here, what would you say your importance is for volunteering?
I'd say it's like a 4.
A 4. Okay. All right. So now maybe working more hours on the same scale. How important is that for you?
Probably about a 4 as well.
Okay. And then organizing the work that you do have. How important is that for you?
An 8, probably.
Okay. Down here in the leisure section, how important is working out more for you?
An 8.
Okay. And then organizing schoolwork and friends, how important is that for you?
A 10.
10. Okay. So now that we've rated your importance, I'm going to write it on the back here. The first challenge that you've identified being the most important for you is balancing schoolwork and friends.
Mhm.
So write that here. And you rated that as a 10 in importance.
Mhm.
So now we're going to look at these scales right here. So the
Mhm.
first one I'll have you look at is performance. So currently your status, how well do you think you're performing these things? Are you not able to do it at all? Or on the opposite side, 10, are you able to do it extremely well?
I say I'm about 5.
Okay. And then how satisfied are you with that, like that performance? Are you
probably like
satisfied, extremely satisfied, or not satisfied at all?
Probably like a 3.
Okay. Okay, so the next one that you identified is kind of a tie between working out more and more work organization. So we'll do one at a time. I'll do the working out more underneath school, work, and friends. Okay, so the same scales that we were using before. So your importance was an 8. So how satisfied are you with how you work out currently?
A 6.
Okay, and then how satisfied are you with your performance?
A 6.
Okay. All right. And then so the next one was organizing work. Okay, so that was also an 8 on your importance rating. So your performance with organization at work, how well do you think you do it?
A 5.
Okay. And are you satisfied with that? Or what? Where on the scale are you
Probably about
satisfied?
a 4.
Okay. All right. And then after that, we at a tie again. We have work more hours, and I want to volunteer more. I should have asked you this before, but which one would you want first? Would you want work more hours, or do you want volunteer more to go
Probably
first?
to work more hours.
Okay, so I'll put that one first. And that was a 4. So how satisfied are you with your performance working now?
Probably like a 7.
Okay. And then how satisfied are you with that performance?
Maybe like a 5.
Okay. And then lastly, the volunteer more, which was also a 4. How satisfied are you with your performance currently volunteering?
Currently, I'm not at all, so I guess that would be a 1 if I'm not doing it.
Okay. And then are you satisfied with that or not?
No, it's a 1.
Okay. Okay, so we have some good, we kind of just collected some data and some numbers about the things that you really want to improve. So for next time, so we can look at this and we kind of can rate what's the most important for you even out of these 5 things, but we can kind of gather this information and use it to make a plan to improve these challenges based on how you've ranked these things. So during the next session, I want you to think about, in the time between now and the next session, just kind of think of things how you might want to improve these, and I'm going to do the same thing on my end, and then next time we can collaborate and kind of make a plan for you to improve these things.
Okay,
Sound
great.
good?
Yeah, awesome.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.